First things first, understanding what procrastination is and why it creeps into our lives is crucial. This ubiquitous phenomenon is more than just a habit of delaying or postponing tasks. It's a complex psychological struggle that many of us experience, yet it's often misunderstood or oversimplified as mere laziness. Procrastination is like a sneaky thief of time, silently creeping into our lives, stealing precious moments that could otherwise be used to achieve our goals. It's a formidable foe that seems to gain strength each time we give in to its tempting allure. But what if I told you that procrastination isn't always about being lazy? In fact, it's often linked to deeper emotional triggers such as fear, perfectionism, or a lack of clarity. Fear can take many forms: fear of failure, fear of success, even fear of judgment. It can paralyze us, leading us to put off tasks as a way to avoid potential negative outcomes. Similarly, perfectionism can be a procrastination trigger. When we set impossibly high standards for ourselves, we can become overwhelmed and avoid starting tasks, fearing we won't meet those standards. And let's not forget about a lack of clarity. When we're unsure about how to start a task or what steps to take, it's easy to put it off, waiting for that elusive right moment or the perfect plan to magically appear. Recognizing these triggers is the first step towards conquering them. By understanding the psychology behind procrastination, we can start to identify patterns in our behavior that may be holding us back. We can begin to see procrastination for what it really is, not a character flaw or a sign of laziness, but a complex emotional response that can be managed and overcome. So, don't despair if you find yourself struggling with procrastination. It's a common challenge that many of us face, but by understanding its roots, we can start to take control. Remember, knowledge is power, and the more we understand about procrastination, the better equipped we'll be to defeat it. After all, the battle against procrastination is not won in a day, but in the small, consistent steps we take towards our goals. Recognizing these triggers is the first step towards conquering them. Now, it's time to dig into the roots of procrastination. There's more beneath the surface than you might think. It's not just about being lazy or unmotivated. Procrastination is often a response to complex emotional triggers. Let's start with fear of failure. It's a big one. Many of us are so afraid of failing that we don't even begin. We avoid tasks because we're scared of making mistakes, of not living up to expectations, or of disappointing ourselves or others. Then there's perfectionism. This is when we set such high standards for ourselves that nothing seems good enough. We delay starting a task because we want every detail to be perfect. This can lead to a lot of stress and, ironically, often results in subpar work because we've left things to the last minute. The third root cause we'll discuss is lack of clarity. This happens when we're not sure where to start or what to do. It's like standing at the foot of a mountain, looking up at the peak, and feeling overwhelmed by the journey ahead. Instead of taking that first step, we put it off because we don't know which path to take. These three triggers, fear of failure, perfectionism, and lack of clarity, are like seeds that grow into the thorny bush of procrastination. But by recognizing them, we can start to weed them out. Each of us has the power to overcome these triggers, but first, we need to understand what we're dealing with. Take a moment to reflect. Can you identify any of these triggers in your life? Have you ever avoided a task because you were scared of failing, because you wanted everything to be perfect, or because you didn't know where to start? Remember, there's no shame in admitting these things. We've all been there. The important thing is that we're here now, ready to tackle these issues head-on. Understanding the cause is the first step to overcoming procrastination. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. The secret sauce to overcoming procrastination: taking action. Here's the thing. Action is the antidote to procrastination. It's the remedy that can cure the inertia keeping you stuck. But let's be clear, the action we're talking about isn't about leaping into a massive project or task without any thought. It's more strategic and measured than that. Imagine you're standing at the base of a mountain. The peak seems impossibly far away. But how do you climb a mountain? One step at a time. The same principle applies to overcoming procrastination. The key is breaking down your tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. This approach makes the work feel less daunting and more achievable. Now, let's introduce a powerful tool to help you take action: the 2-minute rule. This rule is simple, yet transformative. If a task takes 2 minutes or less to complete, do it immediately. Whether it's sending a quick email, washing a few dishes, or jotting down an idea, these 2-minute tasks add up and create a momentum of productivity. This rule works by capitalizing on the power of action to dispel the fear and overwhelm that often trigger procrastination. It's fascinating how the simple act of starting can shift your mindset and reduce the resistance to getting the job done. But the 2-minute rule isn't just for small tasks. You can use it as a launching pad for bigger projects too. Commit to working on a task for just 2 minutes. Once you've started, you'll often find that you want to keep going. The hardest part is always getting started, and this rule helps you overcome that initial hurdle. Remember, overcoming procrastination isn't about making huge strides all at once. It's about taking consistent, small steps towards your goal. It's about celebrating the small victories and using them as fuel to continue moving forward. The 2-minute rule could be the game changer in your fight against procrastination. So, what are you waiting for? Dive in, take action, and watch as the walls of procrastination crumble around you. Now, let's explore the practical strategies to implement in your daily life. One of the most effective strategies is time blocking. This involves dedicating specific chunks of your day to certain tasks. By doing this, you create a mental space for that task and eliminate distractions. For example, you could block out an hour each morning for deep work, where you tackle the most challenging tasks of your day. This way, you're using your peak energy times effectively. Creating a dedicated workspace is another powerful strategy. By designating a specific area for work, you train your mind to switch into work mode whenever you're in that space. It doesn't have to be a separate room. It could be a particular corner of your living room, kitchen, or even your bedroom. The key is to keep this space clutter-free and equipped with everything you need to work efficiently. Now, let's talk about productivity tools. These are applications and software designed to help you manage your tasks, time, and projects more effectively. Some popular ones include task management apps, like Trello or Asana, and time management apps like Rescue Time. These tools can help you break down your tasks into manageable chunks, set reminders, and track your progress. Another strategy is to use a technique called Pomodoro. This involves working for a set period, typically 25 minutes, then taking a 5-minute break. After 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break. This technique helps maintain your focus and prevents burnout. Remember, motivation often comes after starting a task, not before. So, the 2-minute rule can be particularly effective. If a task takes 2 minutes or less to complete, do it immediately. For larger tasks, simply start by doing just 2 minutes. Once you've started, you'll often find that you want to continue. Finally, consider using affirmations and visualization. Affirmations are positive statements that can help you overcome negative thoughts. Visualization, on the other hand, involves imagining yourself achieving your goals. These techniques can help you maintain motivation and focus. With these tools at your disposal, you're ready to kick procrastination to the curb. Procrastination often comes with mental blocks. Let's delve into techniques to overcome them. These hurdles can feel insurmountable, like walls in our minds that keep us from moving forward. But there's good news. With the right tools, we can dismantle these barriers and pave the way towards productivity. First, let's talk about visualization. This powerful technique involves creating a mental image of your desired outcome. Imagine completing that project you've been putting off, or acing that presentation you've been dreading. Feel the satisfaction, the joy, the relief. By visualizing success, we train our brains to believe that it's possible, and this belief can propel us into action. Next, let's explore positive affirmations. These are statements that help us challenge and overcome negative thoughts. When you find yourself thinking, "I can't do this," counter it with, "I can and I will." Affirmations can rewire our thought patterns, replacing self-doubt with self-belief. And when we believe in ourselves, we become unstoppable. But remember, these techniques aren't magic bullets. They require consistency and practice. So, make them a part of your daily routine. Visualize your success every morning and fill your day with positive affirmations. You'll soon notice a shift in your mindset, and that's when the magic happens. Lastly, don't be too hard on yourself. Overcoming mental blocks takes time. It's okay to have off days. It's okay to feel stuck sometimes. What matters is that you keep going. Celebrate your small victories. And remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. With these techniques, you'll be amazed at the mental clarity and focus you can achieve. You'll find yourself taking action, breaking through procrastination, and achieving your goals. Remember, the only real obstacle is the one in your mind. Overcome that, and there's nothing you can't achieve. Lastly, let's craft a proactive routine that aligns with your goals. A proactive routine is all about planning ahead, prioritizing tasks, and creating a structure that supports productivity and minimizes procrastination. First, it's important to identify your most productive hours. Every person has a unique rhythm, known as a circadian rhythm. Some people are more productive in the morning, while others hit their stride in the evening. Once you've identified your peak productivity hours, you can schedule your most important tasks during these times. Next, let's talk about prioritizing tasks. A common technique is the Eisenhower box, which divides tasks into 4 categories: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. This method helps you focus on what truly matters and prevents you from getting lost in the minutiae. Another key aspect of a proactive routine is the concept of time blocking. This is where you allocate specific time slots for different tasks or activities throughout your day. It could be as simple as setting aside 20 minutes for reading, an hour for exercise, or a chunk of time for focused work. Time blocking can help you maintain focus, limit multitasking, and ultimately, boost productivity. Lastly, remember to incorporate breaks into your routine. Rest is just as important as work. Taking regular breaks can help prevent burnout, refresh your mind, and actually improve productivity. A popular technique is the Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Creating a proactive routine does require discipline and commitment. But remember, the goal isn't to create a perfect routine, but rather a sustainable one that aligns with your lifestyle and goals. It's about making consistent progress, day by day. And remember, change doesn't happen overnight. It's okay to tweak and adjust your routine as you go along. What's important is that you're moving forward, not standing still. By the end of this segment, you'll have a personalized plan that banishes procrastination and sets you on the path to success. And there you have it, our guide to overcoming procrastination. We've embarked on a journey together, peeling back the layers of procrastination, understanding its roots, and discovering ways to take action. We started by defining procrastination, revealing it as more than just laziness. It's often a response to fear, perfectionism, or a lack of clarity. Recognizing these triggers is the first step towards conquering them. We then delved into the roots of procrastination, the fear of failure, the pursuit of perfection, or simply not knowing where to start. Understanding these culprits is crucial in breaking down barriers and moving forward. The secret sauce, as we discovered, is taking action. Not diving headfirst into a massive project, but breaking it down into smaller, manageable tasks. We explored the 2-minute rule and its transformative power on productivity. We also looked at practical strategies to implement in your daily life. Time blocking, creating a dedicated workspace, and utilizing productivity tools. These are part of a toolkit to kick procrastination to the curb. We addressed mental blocks that come with procrastination, exploring techniques like visualization and positive affirmations to rewire your mindset. The mental clarity and focus you can achieve is truly amazing. Lastly, we crafted a proactive routine that aligns with your goals. A personalized plan that banishes procrastination and sets you on the path to success. But remember, overcoming procrastination isn't about achieving perfection, it's about making progress. It's about celebrating the small victories along the journey. It's about transforming your life by taking consistent action. This journey doesn't end here. It continues with you every day as you implement these tools and strategies. As you face your fears, overcome perfectionism, and gain clarity as you take action. So if you found this video helpful, remember to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. Let's build a community of action takers. Until next time, stay motivated, stay focused, and take action.